I just kind of wanted to touch base a little bit today on minimalism, and I know this is becoming like a popular thing nowadays, and people are really just finding out that we've been lied to by advertisements and stuff like that. I really came across this minimalism journey when I had to really ask myself some tough questions. One was, what do I value in my life? I felt like I was basically trying to please people that I really didn't care about, and doing it with things rather than who I was as a person. I really don't want to be around people that are only after my things. I want them to be friends or interested in having a conversation with me because of who I am. And it's kind of crazy because I've read that, people ask, well, what do you do? And the first thing that people try to answer is what they do for a living, like their job, instead of what they actually enjoy doing. I think a lot of us are working our tails off for, that big fancy house, that big fancy car, those name brand clothes, those school lunches for kids. It can down trickle into stuff that kind of seems like pennies on the dollar, but it really, all that stuff does add up. I think that if you are interested in minimalism, then you also need to question the zero waste lifestyle. If there's a reason behind why you started minimalism in the first place. And I believe that you have to have a reason why you started minimalism in the first place to kind of keep yourself going. Because it's not just one time you declutter all of your shit and then you're done. No, it's a constant chain. Like, you have to be constantly evaluating because you're constantly changing. You're not always going to be the same person. I'm not the same person as I was yesterday. So it's just kind of interesting to see what kind of stuff is left remaining after you declutter your shit. There is a few resources that I used along my journey, and one is the KonMari method. There is a book on that I would highly recommend. The Joy of Less, I believe, is the book. And that one kind of worked pretty well for me. I think that one worked better than the KonMari method because it really got me to thinking a lot more. And then also the very first kind of people that I ran into by accident was Joshua Fields Milburn and Ryan Nicodemus, I believe, their podcast, The Minimalists. And they really put stuff into perspective to where I could understand it. And they kind of encouraged me to want to basically try my way of doing things. See, there's no right and wrong way to do this minimalism kind of thing. And you're only a minimalist if you say that you are. I think that pairing the amount of items that you own, whether it's 50, 100, 1,000, I don't think anybody can question if you're a minimalist if you've pared down your stuff and you say that you're a minimalist. There's no right or wrong way, even though people may try to tell you otherwise. This is your one life. Our one life is short. We need to live it how we see fit. And it doesn't really matter what all these other people think about us. They are so, I believe, brainwashed by other consumers and what they've been told, they should be, or what kind of shoes they should be wearing. If you buy this body spray, this will attract this kind of woman, which is complete bullshit. Yeah, the stuff may smell good, but really, we're told that it smells good, so does it really? I mean, these are questions that you have to ask yourself. And think of how much money that you have wasted over the years spending on stuff that you don't really use or even like, for that matter. It's mind-blowing to even think about it. I really want to hear your insight on how you became into this journey.